So, good afternoon children, good afternoon everyone. So here the class 5, that is English subject. I am going to, now we have completed the 10 lessons children, 5th class children, you are taking interest or not, I don't know, but we are telling interestly and also with heartful we are telling to you online classes. So please once take care of your future. So take the books, you are not at all, you are neglecting the everything. So don't neglect that one. So here it is a, what is this, November. So it is 11th month. So you have to, just for your, not time pass we are telling, just for your getting knowledge. How much we are suffering, we know. So please take some interest and take the books and read off. Next year you are going to the 6th class. So take some interest and go through the textbooks. If you don't have here in your school, we are having the textbooks. Okay. So children, now I will start 10 lessons we have already completed here. So till now also your response is not good. So once I am telling you, please it is request you think of and take the textbook and read off. Next year you are going to 6th class. So that is 10 lessons we have been completed today. We are going to the 11th lesson, Thomas, Alva and Edison. So here the lesson is about Thomas, Alva, Edison. So this is the name of a person, you know everyone. So who is he now? We will once go to the lesson and we will know about him. So who is this Thomas? Who is this Thomas Alva Edison? Who is he? What he invented? What he did? Whatever he is there. Now once again we will go to the lesson. So Thomas Alva Edison is one of Americans' most famous inventors. So he is the most famous. So who is the Thomas Alva Edison? Is the most famous inventors. He is the most famous inventors means you know who is invented by anything or that may be computer, they will call as inventors. Most of his invention has to do with modern night lights, movies, telephones and gramophones recorders. So Edison is the most famous for the development of a first electric light bulb. So here who is the Thomas Alva is the most. He has invented bulb. So electric bulb, you know everyone. So light electric bulb. So electrical bulb he has been invented. So now we know who is now Alva Edison, Thomas Alva Edison. Who is he? Invented the bulb. He invented the electrical bulb. He is a first inventor of the electrical bulb. So most of the inventions he did, night lights, movies, telephone and gramophone records. So here he has mostly modern, he has been inventions, mostly invention what he did, bulbs as well as is the first electric bulb. So movies, telephones as well as night bulbs. Next he has invented the gramophones, that records also his inventions. So next, when Edison was born, electric had not been put to much use. So here when he was born, electric has not been put too much uses. By the time he died, entire city were lit by electricity. When he was born, there is no light, no use of light is there. So when he was died, అంటే చనిపోయినప్పుడు పుట్టినప్పుడు లైటే లేదు, అవసరం లేదన్నట్టే ఉన్నా. సో ఆయన చనిపోయిన తర్వాత మొత్తం చుట్టంతా ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ లైట్తోనే మొత్తం వెలిగిపోయిందంట. His school teacher believed Thomas to be a dull student. So his school teacher, who is his school teacher is there, whatever we are teaching now, we are the teachers for you, like that only Thomas యొక్క teacher sir, what she has to be in, he is a dull student. What she used to call him, he is a dull student. Ante you know everyone know what is mean by dull student. Who will not read, we will tell read. So for you also we will tell. So who will not read well, who don't know how to read, so we will tell for them as a dull student. So here Thomas did not like mathematics. So he did not like mathematics. So here Thomas did not like ante tanaki ishtam ledannamata mathematics. Also he asked too many questions. So also he has asked too many questions. The story goes that the teacher wiped students who asked question. After 3 months school, the teacher called Thomas idly, which means confused or mixed up. So here you know, after completing the lesson we will ask you the question. So here what also he asked, so here he is a dull student as well as he used to ask the questions to the teachers. The story goes, the teacher wiped student who asked a question. After 3 months the school when it is was, teacher called Thomas Adley, which means confused, to mix up. So here when the teacher has been asked after the 3 months question, he has been confused and he was mixed up. Thomas was sent home to disgrace. So he was sent by the school and he was disgraced. The next day mother Nancy brought Thomas back to the school to talk with the teacher. When the questions will be not given, so he is dull. When we will, so in the previous days what they used to do, they used to send to the home, అంటే చదవని వాళ్ళని ఏం చేస్తుంటే డైరెక్ట్గా ఇంటికి పంపించేస్తుండే. ఇప్పుడు అలా పంపిస్తే మా పైకి వచ్చి ఫైటింగ్ చేస్తారు. సో we will call to the parents, they are not reading, they are not doing work, so we will call to your parents, then we will talk to the parents when the parents teacher meeting is going on. So like that what they have did, they were disgraced him and they were sent him to the home. So next what he did, so when he went to the home, what the mother was, Nancy has told, so she the next day what her mother has did, she was taken and she was talked by the teacher. So her mother name is Nancy. What is the Thomas mom's name, mother's name? Nancy. The mother's name is Nancy. The teacher told mother Thomas could not learn. So here mother has been came to school to talk about Thomas. So here the teacher is telling he was none of a learning. He could not, ante tanaki chadavadam radu అని చెప్తుంది. Nancy also became angry at the teacher's strict way. She took Thomas out of the school and decided homeschool him. So after any giving of a complaint, not only now, in the when we teachers, when the parents teacher meeting is going on, when we give a complaint to them, they will be a very angry. Parents కి ఏమొస్తుంది, చాలా కోపం వచ్చేస్తుంది, because they are paying a thousands of fees. When the child is not reading, they will get very angry. అంటే చాలా కోపం, యాంగ్రీ అంటే మీకు తెలుసు, they will get so much of, వాళ్ళ కోపం వచ్చేసి వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారు, స్కూల్ నుంచి తీసి పడేస్తా, పనిలో పెట్టేస్తా, they will talk like that. But here also the same rule has become Nancy has did. She was got of angry, she got a very angry what she has told. So she went outside of the school and she was decided, and what she told, homeschool him only. So here she will be telling about the homeschool inside of. So Edison parents love to read. Here Edson's. So Edson's parents love to read. So here their parents, here Thomas, Alva, Edison parents love to read. So they read to him work of the good literature and history. They had many books that young Tom eagerly read. So here what he is telling, so they are good in reading. So what they did, they had started him to make him to reading, so some stories and the literature of history good, then books of young Tom eagerly read. So here they has taught him in the at home only, so he also well reading now. So eagerly he had started reading. Before he was 12 he had read work by Dickens and Shakespeare's. His mother encouraged him curiously son to learn things from himself. So here about 12 years he worked for Dickens and Shakespeare's. His mother encouraged him curiously, so the mother has been encouraging him to read. So he was also encouraged by his mother and he was learn to things himself, whatever the things it will be, he has been learned. His parents were dedicated to teaching their children. So he was dedicated to teach their children. They did not force him to learn about things he did not enjoy. So he learned about things that he was interested in most. So what he has did encourage, he encouraged whatever things he want to do. So whatever he was interest లేనివి చదవద్దు, చదివిపియలేదు కూడా వాళ్ళ పేరెంట్స్. సో ఏమైతే ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ ఉన్నాయో అవి మాత్రమే తనకి చదవమని చెప్పి వాళ్ళు కూడా ఎంకరేజ్ చేశారు. హూ ద పేరెంట్స్, ద థామస్ పేరెంట్స్. When Thomas was 9, his mother gave him a science book. Here he is the picture of the Thomas here the picture of the Thomas we have seeing here, children. So here the picture of Thomas we are seeing here. So he is the first who invented the electric bulb. So he was a dull student here. So the parents of Thomas, that is Nancy and Edison parents, has been made him to teach. So whatever his interest is there, they have been teaching. So when Thomas was 9, so when he was 9, his mother gave him a science book. So when he was 9, so the mother has given the science book to him. It explained how to chemistry experiments as home. So you know, in the science and chemistry, very well experiments, and they will be known in the previous classes also. We have did some experiments in the science, the physics and the chemistry. Here in the science book only the experiment will be going on. So here chemistry experiments at home only, she has to be explained to Thomas. Edison did every experiment in the book. So here whatever the experiments are there, Thomas had did it. Edison did every experiment in the book. He soon loved chemistry and spent all the spare money buying chemicals from the local pharmacy, collected bottle wires and other items from the experiment. So he was very interested. Now what he had been, so whatever in the textbooks, whatever experiments had been going on, he used to do it. So he will be do it. So after that what it had been, so whatever it may be, so chemistry, chemical lab lo dorukutai. So here buying chemical from the pharmacy. So here pharmacy has been there. So whatever chemicals will be available there, he used to buy for to do experiments. So he collected bottles, wires and other items for the experiments. Whatever the experiment things are be the bottle, it may be bottle, or it may be wires, or it may be items, whatever the items are there, he had been collected for him and he started doing the experiment. So at age 10, so here at age 9 he was started the experiments to do. Science book he has taken and he did. So at the 10, Thomas built his first science laboratory in the basement of the family's home. So the first experiment, what is that? Science laboratory in the basement of the family's home. When Edison was 12 years old, he took a job as a train boy and the Grand Trunk Railway. So first in the age 12 he took a job, that what is a train boy, Grand Trunk Railway. Thomas sold newspapers and the candy to the passengers. So he went into the train and he started selling the sold ante newspaper and candies, you know, candies, chocolates like. So he also printed a weekly newspaper. So he was printed a weekly newspaper, the Weekly Here Lad. So he spent all the earned on the books and equipment for the chemical laboratory. So whatever he earned money, so తనకి ఏవేవైతే మనీ వచ్చేవో అవన్నీ ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్స్ పైన ఉపయోగించేవాడు. Edison has many ear problems throughout his childhood. When he was 15, a train accident injured in his ears more. When he tried to jump out from the moving train, a conductor garbaged the boy's ears and helped to pull him up. So here he is doing a job in a train. So here many ear problems throughout his childhood he has been. So next, when he was 15 years old, a train accident injured his ears more. Ears everyone know. So then when he was trying to jump from the moving train, a conductor grabbed the boy's ear. He helped to pull him up. So Thomas said he felt something snap inside his head. So inside his head, he soon began to lose much of his hearing. So he has been hearing problem has become. Soon he was not well hearing. Okay. His deafness could has been cured by operation. Deafness, you know, when we will have some ear problem, we will get deafness. Manaku chowlalo eppudaina ekkadana chowlo inside of the ear we will get the ప్రాబ్లం, అది ఒకవేళ ఏదన్నా చిన్న డ్యామేజ్ అయినా మనకి ఈ యొక్క ఇయర్ ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుంది. సో ఇయర్ ఈ ఫేస్డ్ ఇస్ ద డెఫ్నెస్, తనకు ఆపరేషన్ చేస్తే క్యూర్ అవుతుందని చెప్పారు. సో బట్ థామస్ రెఫ్యూజ్ ద ఆపరేషన్. థామస్ ఏం చేశాడు, ఈ రెఫ్యూజ్ అంటే అవసరం లేదని చెప్పాడు ఆపరేషన్. హీ సెట్ బిగాన్ డెఫ్ హెల్ప్లెస్ ఇస్ concentrated. He was helped him concentrated. So he said to he will be a deaf like only, and he was be concentrated by his head. Scientist has been worked to invent electric lights for many years. So scientist, so here scientist, you know, who will be invented the many things, he is known as scientist. So he was invented electric light for many years. He was invention. Back then people use candles and gas lights to light their homes. So you know, nowadays also when the current will be gone, so they will use candles and light bulbs, as well as now torches. There has been electric torches they will use for when the light is not available. In the previous ancient days also they used to be candles and gas bulbs. So Edison searched for a proper filament or a wire that would be give good light when electricity followed through it. He sent people to the jungles to Amazon forest of Japan in his search for a perfect filament material. So here he was searching to so in the bulb filament, you know, in the inside of the bulb it will be the filament. So he was searching for so many years, and also he was making to search for the Amazon forest for the Japan. He was searching from the Amazon forest, the Japan, he was searching for this. So in the 1817, and after spending $40,000 and the performing 1,200 experiment is success. So here he tested 6,000 vegetables growth filaments. Next, after that 1879, after spending $40 spend చేసిన తర్వాత 1,200 experiment తర్వాత, this all has been gone through in his life. He was successful to making of a bulb. He succeeded. Now he was success. He made a light bulb using carbonized filaments from the cotton thread. So with the help of cotton thread, he was success to make a filament in the bulb. The light bulb burned for 2 days. So it is now he has been success and it was burned for the 2 days. Okay. So here the phonograph was Edison's favorite invention. So here the phonograph was the Edison's favorite invention. He invented the talking machine by accident while working in the telegraphs and telephones. You know what the means by telephone. So it is a talking machine. So you know, nowadays the smartphones came. In the previous we used to talk in the telephone, that is a wire with the help of wire, and it will be the at home only, not like now we are taking the phones. So it was very favorite one. That one is a favorite talking machine by accident while working in the telegraph and telephones. The first word he recorded where Mary had a little lamb. What it is first he was recorded, that is Mary had a little lamb. So it is the first word it was recorded. Idoka first recorded aina ఏంటిది word, it is Mary had a little lamb. So here you are listening this one, children. Mary has a little lamb. This is the first word he was recorded. Ante you know what, nowadays you are doing the recordings like that only. Some of his inventions were improvements on the other inventions, like that the telephone. Some of his inventions he deliberately tried to invent, like the light bulb and the movie projectors, but some inventions he stumbled upon, like a phonography. Edison invented and improved up things that changed our world. Just about all his inventions are things we still use in some for days. Throughout his life, Edison tried to invent things on everyone could use. So here what he is saying in the last paragraph, that is, So improvements of invention. So Edison was improvement, very improved in the inventions. Next, he was like a telephone. How he was like a machine, talking machine. After he tried to invent it, so some invention he was deliberately he was trying to invent it, like lights, bulb and movie projectors. Now the movie projectors will they keep on the up, the movie will be playing, so play off. But some inventions of stumbled upon, like a phonograph. Next, Edison invented and improved upon the things that change our world. So here he invented to change the world. Just above the all inventions, all things we still use for some time. So whatever he invented, now we are using, like a bulb or phone, telephones, whatever it may be, now we are using throughout his life. So throughout ante tana yokka jeevitamlo Edison tried to invent things in every could he see. So whatever he want, more he want to invent it. Now we are seeing whatever he invented, now we are seeing with the help of that only we are doing. So he tried to more things he want to invent, now we are using. ఇంకా ఎక్కువగా యూజ్ చేసే మనం తను చేసినవి ఇప్పుడు మనం చూస్తూ ఉన్నాం, ఇంకా ఆయనకు ఎక్కువగా చేయాలని ఉంది, బట్ ఇట్ వాస్ బి స్టాప్డ్. సో హియర్ హూ ఈజ్ అ Thomas Alva Edison. He invented the bulb. So it is one of the question in GK question you will know. Who invented the bulb? Thomas Alva Edison. He invented the bulb, children. So it is a man who invented the bulb. So he was not interested in learning, but when his mother has been taught by him, so whatever he is interested, that maybe he must be interestedly he has did, that is the experiments, that is the science book she has given. So he started small invention, whatever the experiments are there in the science book have been did it. So children, this now we have been completed the lesson. So tomorrow I'll continue this lesson. So children, once you also go through at the home with the help of textbooks. If you don't have textbooks, please take from the school. So thank you children, thank you very much for listening my lessons, and please don't neglect this. దీన్ని ఈజీగా తీసుకోకండి, you take as a challenge and complete the lessons and take the books and read it. Thank you very much children.